Magalan, home to a civilization of millions. Until the comet hit. Earthquakes shattered its cities. Firestorms swept the planet. And as Magalan fell into darkness, the survivors faced a world that was unrecognizable. Fighting amongst the ruins of the old world, new factions arose. The Berserkers, the Clerics, the Outlaws, each with their own vision of the future. But it wasn't only the struggle for scarce old world resources that drove them, for the comet had brought something new. Elix, an element unknown to Magalan. It could fuel technology, change the evolution of life, open new abilities to those with the will to control it. For the clerics, it drove new technological innovation. For the outlaws, drugs to free their minds. To berserkers, it gave the power of magic. Seduced by Elix's power, some began to consume it. Addicted, overwhelmed, most degenerated into vicious, mindless mutants. But there were some who could control their addiction. To them, at the cost of their emotions, Elix offered strength, focus, and stamina. These people called themselves the Albs. Seemingly unstoppable, the Albs have waged war on all who will stand between them and their need to obtain Elix. Advancing from the frozen wastes of Zakor and their fortress Ice Palace, the Albs threaten the future of all the factions on Magalan. Now, as Alb forces prepare their final assault, Jax, renowned Alb commander, is sent on a solo mission. One Alb, selected to change the fate of Magalan.
Jax, you've failed your mission. You know our directive. There can be only one consequence for failure.
before they come back to finish the job. And I'd better find a weapon. Must have been here for days. The elixir's gone from my system. I feel weak. Think, Jax. My weapons, my armor. Did Calyx take them? No. It seems still alive. He would have finished the job. It was someone else. This is Idan. Enemy territory. If Calyx were...
U3, one of my crony units. It looks like it took a lot of damage in the crash. That's unsalvageable. I'm wondering where crony U4 is. If it's still active, then I might find it here in Idan. Finding that drone would be helpful.
Old world ruins. Maybe I could find something useful in there. My skin. I look like one of the free people. There mustn't be a scrap of helix left in my body. Rotting technology from the old world. That's all that's here. I'd better move on.
I can't repair this. here in enemy territory. What was Calyx doing here so far from Zakor?
If I want answers, I need to find him. And, for that, I'll need weapons and equipment.
Evacuation sequence initiated. Remain calm and proceed to the indicated exits immediately. Follow all instructions from service personnel. Thank you for your visit to the observatory.
My jetpack. Finally some luck. The guy that took my armor must have dropped it. Now, all I need to do is find a way out, cross kilometers of enemy territory, and find out why my brother tried to kill me. What could go wrong? Idan, the land of the Berserkers. If they recognize me, they could finish Calix's job for him.
Come on, get up. If you're gonna make a habit of attacking people without warning, you should get better at it. I heard you before you even left the ruins.
Someone tried to kill me. They stole my armor and my equipment. Then I find you here waiting to finish the job.
First you attack me, then you accuse me of being a thief and a murderer? If I wanted you dead, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Trust me. You need to apologize.
Prove you're not the thief, and I might trust you. Only facts matter, not words.
Trusting people quickly out here is as good a way to get killed as walking around without a decent weapon. Which means you just got very, very lucky. I can help you find a safe place and new equipment, if you stop trying to attack me.
Why would you help me?
That's my job. I look for people out here and help them reach Goliath. You'll be safe there.
Safe? You could be some kind of slaver. What is it you really want?
I want this war to be over. Until then, Goliath needs more people to survive, and people need a safe place to go. Well, a safer place than being out here on your own. But you're welcome to stay and risk being picked up by an Alb raiding party. Between them and the rot boars, you won't live long. Say, you didn't see anyone else up there in the ruins, did you? You're the first person I found this trip, and it would save me a trip up there to check.
You can save yourself the effort. There's no one up there.
Well, you got really lucky. An Alb raider crashed a few days ago, and their scouts came through looking for it. Trust me, you don't want to run into a party of Albs. But hey, enough talk. You need to decide what you're gonna do. I'm going back to Goliath, and you can come with me if you like. Safety, security, and you can find work to earn enough to buy equipment. If you want a chance to survive, it's the best offer you'll get. That's why I joined the Berserkers. Out here, drifting and hoping to stay alive. I knew it was only a matter of time before my luck ran out. I know joining a faction doesn't appeal to everyone, but it gave me purpose. And what have you got to lose right now? Nothing from what I can see.
I will come with you. That doesn't mean I trust you.
Trust is earned. That goes both ways. You'd better remember that. Every choice you make adds up in this world. The way you speak to people will determine your course in life. Just take a look at yourself. No armor, no weapons, no companions. You've not exactly succeeded in life, have you? Well, all that changes today. Whatever you've done before, your life can start again. A new beginning. When the next Alb raiding party comes down from the north looking for Elix, the people of Goliath will defend you. You won't see the inside of a converter with us to protect you. Instead, you'll get a chance to prove yourself. To join us.
Why do you want to help me?
Like I said, Goliath needs people. Warriors, cultivators, hunters, storekeepers. Whatever your skills, we can find a place for you.
You'll train me and give me equipment?
If you stay, you'll have to earn your place. But be you cleric, outlaw, or alb, that's true everywhere. Sure, you'll get given orders and you'll have to follow the law, but it's not like you have things easy out here. Look, we can keep talking, but at some point, you gotta decide. So, what's it gonna be? Are you gonna stay here, or come with me?
Your actions and words seem to match. I will trust you. For now.
Yes, well, I'll take that as a compliment. You won't regret it. Combat, magic, if those interest you and the Berserkers offer training to people who join their ranks, we'll make a warrior of you. We should get going. This is Rot War territory. You won't last long if a pack of them turn up here. Follow me to Goliath. You can earn the elected to buy armor and supplies. Trust me, you'll need them.
I want to find the thief who took my armor.
Well, for anything stolen near here recently, I would start with Ray. He's an outlaw I found out here a few days ago. Very jumpy. Definitely looking for something.
Where do I find him?
Huh. I don't know. He disappeared off to the northeast. I'm guessing he went back to Tavar. But, hey, I wouldn't rush after him. He's probably sold your armor by now.
I will come with you to Goliath. Lead the way.
Then follow me. And if we lose each other for any reason, you'll find Goliath to the east, at the foot of the mountain. Just look for the light from our mana shrine. You can see that from a good distance away. Oh, and the name's Duras. Pleased to meet you.
Just lead the way.
Very well. And keep up. Keep your eyes open. We're entering the hunting grounds of some of the local wildlife. And neither of us want to end up as rot board food. Not now. Let's talk later. Let's go. Okay. Watch your step. I've never come through this area once without getting attacked.
If it's so dangerous, why do you come out here?
Magalan almost died when the comet hit. A living, breathing planet turned to ash and dust. But the Berserkers are using their magic to bring our world back to life. Just look around you. Edan is the greenest place on Magalan. They need more people. And they offer anyone who comes the same chance to start over. We should move on. One downside of all this plant life is that you can't see the rot boards coming.
Let's keep going.
All right, and follow me. We should get moving. go on?
What are the ruins over there?
Remnants of the old world. A reminder that the past can be left behind.
Can we find anything useful there?
Maybe. Maybe. A group of clerics came through this area a few days ago. A scouting party reconnoitering Goliath. Well, that was their plan. Instead,
The only good enemy is a dead enemy. Those rot boars saved you a job.
so you think the value of life is decided by the style of armor it wears? Well, you'll find many that agree with you. But for me, if Magalan is to survive, every life must count. Why haven't you joined a faction?
I have no interest in factions. I cannot decide whether to join a faction out here. Let's go on.
Well, we have a choice to make. You're short of a... Clerics have left any in the ruins.
You want us to go into the ruins?
That's up to you. But there's a risk to that. So maybe we should just head straight for Goliath. I better warn you that the creatures in there won't take prisoners. It would definitely be safer to bypass them for now. So, what do you think? Shall we risk entering the ruins?
Let's go into the ruins.
A brave choice. Opportunities are there to be seized. Those clerics should be around here somewhere. Let's go. We should get moving.
Maybe I could use it. This place will come in handy.
That's enough now. Let's go. We should get moving. Let's go. We should get moving. These ruins look like they were some sort of machine shop in the old world.
You know about the old world.
Only what I've learned on my travels.
Ruins and wreckage. The old world is irrelevant.
Irrelevant? It's where we all came from. The Berserkers want to grow the world back to what it was. The other factions pick through its bones, hoping to find the technology it left us.
Do you often find clerics at Edan?
All the factions come here. For intel, for resources. We all take from each other. At least it's just raids from the clerics for now. There have been wars in the past. And it does seem like there are some clerics who want to repeat those mistakes and take us back into open warfare.
Let's go on to Goliath.
Right. Follow me.
You say there were Alps in this area. How long ago was that?
The raider crashed a week ago. It's been quiet since then. Well, apart from the scouting party on the edge of the forest. It feels like something serious is brewing up there in Zakor. And that's bad news for us all. Are you ready to go on? Let's go. We should get moving. Are you ready to go on? I'll get this one. Let's go. We should get moving. Are you ready to go on? That's enough now. Let's go.
We need this damn thing, but these mutants are everywhere. There! There, you hear that? They're coming from above. Hey, you idiots! Move your asses and get them!
Are you ready to go on? We should get moving. Are you ready to go on? Let's go. You should be able to make your way on alone from here. You can find supplies and get yourself back on your feet in Goliath. And then, the choice will be yours.
So I can just leave whenever I want.
You should try to get a better weapon and some armor before heading into the wastelands, but it's up to you. Have a look around our community. See what we can offer you.
What happens if you find an alb here?
They try and kill us, so we kill them. Except the Separatists, a group of Albs that has broken away from Zakor. Maybe they could be allies.
You should not trust traitors.
Maybe these Separatists want to join the Free People. Maybe they're just another threat. But I'm sure that together, we can defeat the Albs. But, for now, the Separatists are outnumbered, without friends and defiant. They're already finding life is hard out here if you haven't joined one of the factions. That makes them jumpy, so I'd be careful around them. They're suspicious of everyone. Well, we have reached Goliath, but this is only the start of your journey. Look for me once you've settled in. You'll find me up at Warlord Ragnar's stronghold at the top of Goliath.
Stop there. In the name of the Hooded Crows, and with the power invested in me by the warlords of Goliath, I hereby challenge you to state who you are and what you want. You should know that Goliath is eternally vigilant in its search for Albs.
Dura sent me here.
Oh, you're one of Duras's hand-me-ons, are ya? You better think about reporting to Ragnar, or one of the other warlords when you get in then. They'll check you're not an Alb spy. All right. You can go in, but all weapons must remain sheathed. Start anything, and a paladin will turn you to ash faster than you can say, I wish that Duras guy hadn't sent me here. Oh, and don't steal anything, or flash technology around. I don't expect any more or less from you.
Understood.
Good. Then I welcome you in the name of the Berserkers.
Who's in charge here?
As long as Thorold, the great pilgrim and master of all magic, is away on retreat, Ragnar, warlord of the Hooded Crows, is in charge. Warlord of warlords, mighty and just, he is an example to us all. I wouldn't go knocking on his door unless you're serious about joining us. But you might get lucky and see him in the lower quarter. He likes to keep an eye on things personally.
Right, got it.
That's why Duras sent you here? To be recruited? You better join us and not the outlaws if you want to live. Follow the laws, impress people, and Ragnar might see fit to let you become a berserker. Break the laws, and we'll break you.
Who are the Hooded Crows?
We are the warrior clan of the Berserkers. Our warlord Ragnar, proven in battle, worthy defender of Goliath, leads us as we stand to defend our cause from all who would oppose it, from within or without. We stand as guardians for fairness and justice, equality and order. All who wish to join the Berserkers must answer to Ragnar.
So, your leader Thorold is not in the city?
No. Master Thorold, the Pilgrim, glorious, great, and wise, has gone into retreat. There he seeks answers. From there he will return to bring us victory. He will return as soon as his mission is successful. Until then, he has given Warlord Ragnar command of Goliath.
Okay, I've got it. It sounds like you're expecting trouble.
Outlaws, clerics, and now the Albs starting wars, and that's before we talk about mutants. Where have you been if you don't think there's trouble in the world? But don't worry, you'll be safe here. No Albs getting past me.
Is there somewhere I can stay in Goliath?
Maybe, down by the tavern or with the cultivators. Try the lower quarter. There's room there for honest men. Pay your way, or work for your stay, and you'll be welcome. We are the protectors of Magalan, and we welcome all free people here.
So, what can I do to earn my stay?
Can you handle a weapon?
Yes.
Then you'll find work. We're short of people since the attacks began.
This place doesn't sound too safe.
Where is? With the Albs looking to tear down this whole world.
You're short of people?
Everyone's lost people to the Albs. Workers, cultivators, warriors. They're all looking for more hands. You'll need to earn your place. But there are tasks for all hands. And the shards to pay for them.
You use shards as money?
What else are you going to use? Everyone uses Alexid as money. And don't start on with trying to barter your way with raptor shit. You'll need Alexid, or decent old world scrap if you want to make a deal. All technology must be consigned to the past. Take it to the pit. All technology must be consigned to the past. Take it to the pit. All technology must be consigned to the past. Take it to the pit.
Not now.
Hey, are you my backup? What backup?
Oh, for the love of her. There's no one gonna send me some relief. I need a piss, a sit down, and a different fucking view.
technology must be consigned to the past. Take it to the pit.
Stop messing around with that technology, will you?
So, and what is your crime?
What?
I am Warlord Ragnar, patron of this Berserker settlement, while Master Thorold is on pilgrimage. Anyone who commits a crime must answer to me. Emissaries from the other communities also have to speak to me first. So, are you an emissary? Why are you here? Speak.
I'm actually not from Edan.
Oh, hopefully you have good news from the other lands. Otherwise, this will be a very short guest performance for you here. So you had better think very carefully about your next answer. Again, what exactly do you want here?
I'm looking for work.
You can prove yourself by helping the people of Edan. There is more than enough work to go around. So if you want to be tolerated here, you must follow my rules. These rules are very simple. If you harm the Berserker community, you will pay. If you serve the community, you will receive fair compensation for it. I hope we understand one another, because if not, you will have to answer to me. Is that clear?
You're the boss.
Yes, correct. The quicker you understand that, the better for you. Heed my advice, and you will find the Berserkers to be good hosts. Is there anything else?
Master Thorold. What kind of man is he?
Thorold is not here at the moment. The warlords are in charge of the day-to-day running, though all owe their allegiance to him, the Pilgrim. He has taken it upon himself to go into retreat, to seek the answers we need for Edan to survive. His knowledge of magic is superior to anyone's. If there is any person capable of solving the problems we face, it is the Pilgrim.
Do you think the Berserkers can stop the Alps from conquering Edan?
The Berserkers raised Edan from wasteland to forest. This is our home, and we will hold it.
I heard you had taken heavy losses.
War takes its toll. The clerics fought us, the outlaws have raided us, and now we must face the Alps. But the Berserkers' roots run deep into the ground here. And we have something to fight for. With magic, with self-belief and hard steel, we have returned as many dead Alps to Zakor as they have left Berserkers dead and dying here. Cormag, Angrim, and myself will see the Berserkers stand firm. Talk to Angrim if you want to know more.
How is your war against the Albs going?
Our war? This isn't a war of our choosing. They attacked us. Then they sent a party to construct a converter in the north of Edan. You'll find the metallic ruins of it there. And the soil around that monstrosity holds the bones of the Albs that came with it. Since then, they have raided, rather than try to hold ground in Edan. But who knows where and when they will strike next? Here, or in Tavar, or Ignadon. The war has hurt them, no doubt. Even their own kind has rebelled. There's a group of Alb separatists to the north. They continue their love of Helix machines, but they are fighting their own kind.
Where can I find Engram?
Look for him in the Warriors' Quarter, near the Mana Shrine.
Where is the Warrior Quarter?
That would be near the Mana Shrine. If you wish to find something in Goliath, take your feet out of the door and find someone else to be your tour guide.
Where can I buy armor like yours?
Ha! You can't simply buy a warlord's armor. You don't even have the rank of a cultivator, let alone that of a warrior. And you want warlord's armor?
Why not?
Slow down, friend. First prove to me that you would be a good cultivator. So, make yourself useful in the city, and we can talk about better armor for you.
Let's assume I help you out.
Yes?
What kind of special tasks would you have for me?
Special tasks? Why would you figure that I need someone who can do more than just the usual?
Because I see what's going on here.
Is it that obvious that we have some problems here in Goliath?
Yes, it's apparent.
I have to admit I underestimated you. At least you're observant. But it also takes guts to confront me. So you really want to help us out?
Yes.
There are many things to be done. Our people are dedicated, but we still have supply shortages. Food, medicine, machine parts, and other equipment. There are too few cultivators in the fields. Speak to the people here, and they can tell you where your skills are best used. Earn their trust, and you may earn mine. And if you're planning to join us, then I will have a very special task for you. A lot of people come to me, looking to join us, to climb the ranks. You look like you have ambition. If you earn my trust, you'll go far here.
You said something about a special job if I want to join you.
Correct. Then listen well. You must have sensed it out there, that things are changing, that something is happening. If we are going to survive and prosper, if we're to stand a chance against the Albs, I need to know what's going on there. That's where you come in. I need information about the other factions. Any information would be useful, but if you could bring me a report from the fort in Tavar, that would be very useful. So, be it the Outlaws, a trip to the Dome City in Abessa, or word from the clerics in Ignadon, I need information. Bring me a report from at least 2 cities.
That's a lot to ask.
You know your way around the wastelands. You've survived out there. So you have the skills I need. Plus, you aren't one of us. So you can blend in better with the other people. So if you want to join us, get going. The journey will have dangers. But if you stick to the path, you should reach the other cities alive. So, what will it be? Will you prove yourself? Impress me, and you will earn not just Elexit, but favor, promotion, honor. We don't trust the secrets of our magic to just anyone. If you want such rewards, you need to earn them.
About my support. I don't work for free.
Nor should you. A Man must know his value.
Then you will pay me.
You will get paid for the tasks you're given.
You could pay more.
A man should know his value. You will get paid, and you should be satisfied with the rewards you're given. No one will cheat you here. But you should not expect charity.
What do I need to do?
Ask around the city. Help the people here, and they will give a good report of you to the warlord of their clan. Some are overburdened, or are doing things that are not in line with the law. Lend them a hand, and uphold our rules.
And that means...
Don't do anything forbidden by our laws. It is that simple.
How am I doing?
You must do more if you want to fit in here. Earn those pledges, and you will earn my approval.
We'll talk later, yeah?
No, not now.
You shouldn't stand around talking about these things.
Yeah, not now, all right?
We'll talk later, yeah?
We have nothing to talk about.
Not now. Not now.
No, I can't talk to you right now.
Not now.
Not now.
Fucking monster!
messing with them. You ass! Fucking mutants. They're so desperate for Elix, they even try eating the mana from the seedlings. All that work, ruined by damn rotboars.
There's mana in the seedlings?
Of course. We feed them with it. But mana is made from Elix, right? The mutants can feel that. They think if they eat the plants, they'll get the Elix. But they get mana instead. At least that makes them weaker. Then they're easier to kill off. But only after they've done the damage. That doesn't help me keep the seedlings alive, though. And that's my task. I look after all the seedlings here. Why are you messing with that here? Watch out for the damn mutants. You're never safe from them. Watch out for the damn mutants. You're never safe from them.
Why are you messing with that here?
Not now.
You shouldn't rely on machines.
Stop using that here. This is no place for technology.
something
Elix
more
technology
than
must be
Goliath.
given in at the pit.
That's more of a reason. Ah, incomer. It would be good to talk later and hear your news.
Nothing. Are you in need of medical supplies? It'll take time to prepare them, I'm afraid. With all the fighting, we haven't any stocks left.
Do you help everyone who asks?
It is a healer's duty, especially in these times of war. And it is needed, bitterly. Which is what I have heard from everyone we picked up. Terrible. I wish I could offer aid to all those in need. But it seems not even our magic helps us keep up with supplies.
Can you heal my wounds?
Let me have a look. You don't seem to have any broken bones. Here, I think this will aid you.
Thank you.
We are here to heal. Besides, the more people who can patch themselves up, the less time we'll have to spend picking up the pieces.
You must hear a lot about what's going on.
I don't need to hear. I get to see the results. The magic the Albs are using is so destructive. Somehow they're managing to use pure Elex, and it makes me fear for our warriors.
It's more powerful than Berserker magic?
It's more destructive. With the damage it's causing, I can't believe it isn't tearing the Albs apart too. It must hurt them.
Hurt? Yes. But they're trained to reject emotions and feelings.
Yes. They say Elex makes machines of men, but I have heard there are Albs who have escaped their addiction. I wish I could meet one. Knowing what they feel might help me assist others to overcome their addiction.
What do you know about Elix withdrawal?
I met an Alb separatist. He was brought in as a prisoner. His external wounds weren't so bad, but internally, emotionally, he was trying to cope with all those withdrawal symptoms, and at the same time, he was rediscovering his emotions. All that pain, all that confusion.
What happened to him? Where is he?
He died. It was all just too much. I wish I could have learned more from him. If he could leave, so could others. Maybe that could offer hope to us all.
Someone has to do something. Doing the same thing again and again. It's insane.
That isn't enough.
Hey, did you know there were some weapons brought back here to Goliath? Energy weapons taken from the clerics? I'd be interested in getting a look at them, if you know how I could get a chance to do that.
Be careful. You know I could get you exiled for even asking about that.
Yes, of course. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Listen, what I need is some help. Let's be straight. You recently tracked down a pair of cleric weapons, didn't you?
Is that an accusation?
This is a small town with lots of big mouths. There aren't really that many secrets. So, have you given those weapons over to the pit? Or do you still have them? I know some people who would be happy to pay for them. The berserkers don't want them. The clerics do.
Are you some sort of traitor?
Me? No, I'm no traitor. I just know some interested parties who would like to get hold of those weapons. I'm sure they would be grateful for your help. You'd be making some useful friends.
Friends? You mean you're a cleric, or you know someone who is.
That sort of accusation can get someone killed, so don't go shouting that at me. I'm no use to you dead. Besides, you can do with a friend, and the shards they bring.
I can't give you the weapons. You think it's wrong to forbid technology?
Some say Elix fell from the sky as a curse. Others say it's a blessing. I think it's for each man to decide which. Will you give me those weapons? Of course, of course. I can offer you Elexit if you give them to me. That would only be fair. And should you wish to learn more about technology, I could point you to where answers can be found.
No, your Elexit isn't worth the risk.
Then superstition wins over reason. A loss for us all. Go, hand them in. A shame. I thought you would be clearer thinking than the others here.
You don't think technology should be forbidden?
Look at the people here. They want to change the world, but they're doing it one handful of soil at a time.
You're staying here although you don't like it. There's something wrong about you. Tell me the truth.
Okay, you seem to have figured it out. Well, it's safer here, behind these walls, than out there with the mutants. Particularly if you don't have an energy weapon. I was traveling in Edan with a comrade to scout for men and material. We found ourselves cornered by some mutants. I was the only one to survive the attack. I ran like there was no tomorrow, and left my weapon behind. I'm glad they found me and brought me to Goliath. Besides, there are things to learn here. The more people I can convince while I am here, the better it is for everyone.
So, is there anywhere to trade here?
That depends what you want to buy. Traders need to be authorized, and what they can sell is restricted. You'll need to look elsewhere if you want energy weapons, or anything more advanced than a hand-sharpened stick. And whatever you want to buy, you'll need to find the shards to pay. I could offer you some food as a gift.
But...
Well, since you disagreed with me about the cleric's weapons, I'd expect you'd refuse an offer of food, too.
Is there anything else you don't like about berserkers?
Don't get me wrong, the people here can be fair. They help those around them, and there's the wonder that is berserker magic. And if you follow their laws, you will find acceptance here, all of which is 1,000 times better than you can expect from the outlaws. The people of Tavar might as well be mutants, the way they turn on everyone and everything. What I don't understand is the hatred for clerics here. The wars of the past are long gone. The enmity should be buried. Certainly the clerics believe differently about technology, but that's no reason to hate them. Is it?
It sounds like you've learned a lot about the clerics.
What about you? Are you going to pledge allegiance to the berserkers? Run off to the outlaw way of life? Or follow an interest in technology to the clerics?
I want to become a berserker.
Good for you. Magic and superstition and save the planet, all very noble. I wish you well. But should the magic wear off someday, there may be others who would welcome you.
Tell me more about the clerics.
You know about the comet that struck our planet? Well, back before the impact, Magellan had technology that could take you into space, or to the bottom of the ocean.
So
the clerics want to see that golden age return. We don't want to abandon all the things our people achieved. The clerics think that with Kalan's guidance, technology can sort out this mess of a planet. That it can mean safety and progress for all the free people.
So, you decided to stick around. Well, I've been given a job by Warlord Ragnar that I think might suit you, if you want to stay around for longer.
Tell me about the job.
Well, the task I have on offer should profit you, and though it's not the best way to sell our community to you, it should demonstrate that we're open about things here. You see, there was a murder committed just outside Goliath a few months ago. A rather dedicated berserker named Ascor was killed. There's been an investigation, but no definitive answers as to why he was killed. So, Ragnar wants me to follow up and find the murderer.
And what can I do?
Well, I'm having trouble getting answers from people. Maybe an outsider will have more success getting them to open up. Would you talk to the suspects and see what they have to say?
Here, I found these.
Helix technology. It's forbidden to berserkers. Officially, you're supposed to hand it in when you arrive in Goliath. But that'll be your choice. Just don't go flashing those weapons around when we get back, okay? Some berserkers are really strict about the laws. Others are more lenient. You see, we leave the elves and clerics to rely on machines. Any damn, we use magic.
Tell me about the victim.
His name was Ascor. He was a warrior, newly promoted from Cultivator. Ragnar had high hopes for him, but Ascor wasn't popular. He went missing around Mana's Eve 3 months ago. No one knew where he'd gone, and it wasn't like he had many shards to up and disappear with. Then one of Ragnar's patrols found Ascor's body rotting up in the forest. It looks like he was stabbed several times with a sword. Whoever did it was strong enough to overcome him, but clumsy. They didn't find anything on Ascor to point to who might be the murderer. a stranger here. That means you might see things I won't.
What kind of logic is that?
To be honest,
Привет, Витёк.
I think this is a
Да,
dead-end
прошел.
job. But Ragnar,
Изнюхте.
against all the evidence,
Как дела?
seems to think it was a berserker that killed Ascor, and he wants answers. Me, I think it's a wild goose chase. None of Ragnar's questioning has thrown up any proof a berserker was involved in this, so chances are it was an alb, an outlaw, or a reaver. But if a warlord has an itch to scratch, then that means we have to go and scratch it. So, let's cross all these suspects off the list and give them some closure.
Is this why you brought me to Goliath? To do your
Почему не
dirty work?
точно?
I brought you to Goliath to give you a chance.
Гульнул вчера?
And this is a way to earn it by getting a warlord on your side.
Ты в 13-й будешь там кастить? Логично.
Does Ragnar think a berserker murdered Ascor?
Ascor was killed with a sword, and there aren't too many people who use swords outside of Idan. But if Ragnar's right, then there must be someone who was outside the walls at the time of the crime. So, Ragnar drew up a list of 5 suspects. No idea why these 5 exactly, but Ragnar will have his reasons.
А, ты после каста, да, планируешь тусить? Я правильно тебя понял?
I'll find the murderer.
Ragnar wants answers. He seems determined to find out what happened. Myself, I don't know if we'll ever know what happened. But if we can eliminate these 5 suspects, he might let this go. And who knows? Maybe one of them did do it, and you'll get the proof.
И главное, про ставки сегодня не забывай, надо поднять. То все потратил у тебя на канале.
Who are the suspects?
A group of people who were out there in the forest at the time of the murder. First on the list is Baron. He's a guard. Well, he's supposed to be a guard. As far as I know, he doesn't have an alibi.
Надо поднять.
But I think the only real reason he's on the list is because he knew Ascor when he was younger. Then there's Thorgal. He's in charge of a world heart in Avessa. I have no idea why Ragnar would put him on the list.
Да не знаю.
Maybe just to be complete. Third is Garen,
Что там
the hunter. He was reliable, but he seems to have lost heart in himself. There's something troubling him. Last are Eardor and Rock. Rock, I can't get a handle on.
На 3 турнира меня
Something
по
he's not
Валоранду
happy
пригласили
about.
освещать.
Eardor is still wet behind the ears. Bit of a whiner, but seems to care about his job. They were all outside Goliath at the time
Так
of
что
the
по
murder.
Валику тоже много работы будет.
What do you want me to ask them?
Where they were 3 months ago around Mana's Eve when the crime was committed. What they thought of Ascor. I doubt you'll get a confession. I
Режиссеры
doubt any of
и
them did it,
обсеры.
but you'll get a sense of the men, and then you can report back
За
to me
деньги,
so we can
естественно.
close the case.
Where can I find them?
They're all still out there. Track them down, then report back to me when you've discovered something.
Витек, это я не могу разглашать. Не по своей вине, но сама организация запрещает это все озвучивать.
Will the suspects talk to me?
Tell them you're investigating on Ragnar's orders.
No,
They'll
у меня
answer your
почасовая
questions.
ставка.
Let me know if you need help. Remember, my sword belongs to you.
Ну да. Там на самом деле в 22-м году, в этом сезоне много чего запретили вообще говорить.
Do you think we make a good team, Duras?
We're a team. I'm ready if you are.
Do you think we make a good team, Duras?
We're a team. I'm ready if you are.
Ну, понимаешь, там просто в этом, в Валоранте, там все по жесткому делают. То есть там и по регламенту, там вообще не очень жестко. Там вообще, если брать продакшн, там по продакшну продвинуться куда-то тоже очень тяжело. Но вот в этом, ну, в том году заслужил, считай, в этом году пригласили в основу. То есть в приоритете я. Ну, я и еще 2 комментатора. И нас вообще будут толкать на все капы, а там мы уже будем решать. То есть, если по времени мы там успеваем, то мы освещаем. Если нет, то нам замену будут ставить. Ну, короче, это так. Так, блин, нифига я толком в игре разобраться не могу с этими заданиями. В общем, надо идти пока сюда, наверное. Чё поймёшь. Блин, на миникарте нифига нету этих дорожек всяких. Гамму выставить не могу. Нельзя настроить. И чё я к нему пришел? А, к нему. Сейчас с ним полчаса.
About my support. How am I doing?
You must do more if you want to fit in here. Earn those pledges, and you will earn my approval.
Погич сегодня первый, да, играет?
About my support. Is there anything else that I can do for you?
You seem to take this seriously. That's good. Since I can't pass off my duties onto you, you will have to make yourself useful in another way. The cultivators are constantly bothering me with their requests. That needs to stop. Oh, and Erdor hasn't sent back any reports from the World Heart lately. Find out if he's all right, and if he needs anything. As you can see, there's always something to do here.
Where is the World Heart?
To the south of Goliath, down the path. Chances are he's just busy tending to it. But I don't want to leave that to chance. We cannot afford for anything bad to happen to it. You shouldn't rely on machines.
Я вообще не врубаюсь. Ну вот оно, задание. Ну да. Первый самый простой этап. Завести снаряжение. Блин, ну я не пойму. Сюда пришел и чё? Ну, может подготовиться, но я не знаю, в последнее время я заметил за ним, что если он по сетке попадается сильным соперником, допустим, как Хэппи, да, понимая о том, что у него шансов мало, он даже не настраивается на игру. То есть он сразу, как бы, ну, грубо говоря, заранее смирился с тем, что он проиграет. Вот это вот не есть хорошо. Может тут найти просто где-то надо это оружие. Спехи, не знаю. Непонятно.
Go and bother someone else. What the fuck are you doing here? Well, just fuck off, will you?
Оттуда я пришел. Так, ладно, это у нас не работает, да, с ним? Надо еще раз.
About my support. How am I doing?
You must do more. Earn those pledges. Earn my approval.
What do you think you're doing?
Не буду уж. Так, ну и чё, куда мне тогда?
Stop using that here. This is no place for technology.
Это все далеко. Блин, тут задание. Куда надо?
Stop using that here. This is no place for technology.
Блин. Ну ок, пойдем. На миникарте дорог нету, вот это очень плохо. А, блин, вот сюда выйти надо. Так что там где-то там будет. Правильно идем. Блин, не знаю. Сюда. Что не сюда? Это, наверное, вот сюда придем. Блин, как же тут с мини-картой фигово все. Где вообще? Ну, вообще в сторону ушли. Блин, я не думаю, что это вот так сюда надо бежать. Если там как-то спуститься. Ладно. Как отмечать, ты все не планируешь? Юбилей. Блин, что, тупик, что ли? Что? Зачем, короче, я это делаю? Стену. Неужели в натуре вот так убежать? Надо телепортами ходить. Так не... я не могу просто портнуться. Сюда. О. Так можно. из лука. Да. Что есть, то есть. Надо было из лука фигачить. Блин, у меня так планок не хватит на все это время. Так, налево и налево. Что там какая-то ячейка у меня? Что он слева какая-то ячейка? Так, нормально? Да я вижу. Так, нормально? Так, что-то меня запутало. Куда мне идти-то? Все правильно, тупо вниз. Блин, лук нормально долбит, но проблемы со стрелами.
Ah, shit. Back the fuck off, alright? You don't need trouble. Just walk away and pretend you didn't find me, okay?
Find you? I wasn't looking for you. What are you doing here?
I'm on vacation. Look at the view. Stick around. The dancing girls are on at 8.
Why are you hanging around outside Goliad?
What? I can't stand here? You gonna hassle someone for just standing here? What are you, a fucking owl? So what do you want?
How is life as an outlaw?
Total, unmitigated, and relentless fucking joy. I mean, look at me. Who wouldn't want to be stuck out here waiting to get eaten by raptors?
You're not happy being an outlaw?
You know, at least it was my own stupid, shitty decision to be out here. Those poor dumb pricks up there? They come out here to get eaten by raptors because some other dumb prick tells them to. If there's one thing I've learned, if you're gonna end up in this shit, it's better to make that shit yourself, rather than roll around in someone else's.
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting on your mom. What do you think I'm doing? I'm trying to find some shit that's worth selling. You even know how much tech they have stashed in their pit? They actually throw all that shit away. But while I know that, it's not like I can hang about up there in Goliad to try and get it. Those tree shaggers get funny about outlaws. Sometimes they bar you from the town for no reason.
You're barred from Goliad?
Not barred as such, more like forbidden entry on pain of death. I just took some shit, that's all. It's not like they were even using it. Like I said, they throw all sorts of valuable shit into that pit of theirs. So
диалоги очень длинные.
put it to use.
So you're just waiting down here, hoping someone brings it to you?
No, I got an arrangement with Ornir. He finds the best shit in the pit. He gives me that, I give him some shards. No one shoots anyone, we're all happy. We're all happy. That asshole has left me out here with nothing for the last week. And I know he's there. I've seen a little shit creeping around, peering out of the gate.
I'll speak to Ornir for you.
You'll speak to him? Just like that? Okay, let's say you will. Let's say you get Ornir to show up. Then I'll give you what I would have paid him. I don't think he'd argue with you over that.
Блин, еще бежать и бежать. Хотя бы что-нибудь, блин, как-то выполнить, что ли, разобраться в этих заданиях. А что у тебя за микро, я не видел. Новый какой-то. Иди сюда. Ну, слышал, звук вроде нормальный. Я думал, то, что это твой старый. Но я говорю, я разницы не заметил. Я думал, это старый. Ну, то есть, как даже значения не придал, честно сказать. Что это за микрофон? Сейчас гляну быстро. А зачем ты себе на ножке-то, на ножках такое взял? Или ты брал, который к столу прикручивается? А, все, я понял. По характеристикам немного отстает, чем у меня. Ну нормально, что. Уж лучше, чем то было. Так. Получается сюда. Что я опять запутался? Да. Да. Я понял. Да тот вообще говно, ведь я тебе сразу сказал. Его за микрофон-то считать нельзя было. Так. Блин, тут монстров много. Как мне пройти-то? Мне надо прямо, да? Все время прямо. Вот телепорт. Отлично. Хоть что-то. Меня убить, наверное, хочет. Мелодия тогда. Ведь я зашел к тебе на минуту и ушел. То есть я даже и не вслушался там особо-то. Ну тот я много слышал раз. Но там чувствовалось, что ерунда. Я тебе даже сразу сказал, когда ты его только взял.
Sure? I mean, yeah, what the fuck? If that's the way you feel, then ask
Who are
around and
you?
see who needs help.
What are you doing here? No one's allowed around the world, Hart.
You seem nervous.
Yeah. Normally the only people to come out here are Albs, or outlaws. Which are you?
Are you
Ты стрим в 13, да, будешь запускать?
That's what you care about? The world, Hart? What about the men sent with it? If we wither, it does too. Goliath should care as much about us as they care about that plant. But yes, what are we next to a world, Hart? Ants in history. Here we are standing by the future of Magellan, The very thing given to us in Magellan's hour of need. Maybe that's what Bourne meant. He told me being a cultivator was about learning who you are. Out here, isolated with this thing to care about, I've certainly gained perspective.
Окей.
What is a cultivator?
Well, we're farmers, in the main. We grow the crops for Goliath, and we tend to the seedlings and the world hearts. The warriors act like they're the big guys, but really, they're here to protect us. Warriors might get the glory, but it's us cultivators who are changing the world.
Changing the world. You just put plants in dirt.
Yeah, say that next time you eat stew or need a healing plant. Anyone can stick a sword in someone, but farming, growing, cultivating, bringing life, that takes skill. I got sent here as punishment 5 years ago.
Punished? And you say you enjoy doing this?
Yeah, masochist, aren't I? Beer, women, and fights were all that used to matter. Now, I get a kick from seeing just a few seedlings a season make it all the way to mature. I can take pride from that.
Tell me, what do you know about Ascor's murder?
Nothing really. I don't hear much from Goliath out here.
So, you were here when he was killed?
Probably. I haven't been anywhere else in months. I only go back for supplies or to transport seedlings. When was Ascor killed?
3 months ago, around Mana's Eve.
Oh, then I was back in Goliath sometime around then. I've lost track, to be honest, but whenever it was, I didn't see anything.
How well do you know Ascor?
Not at all. I mean, I knew of him. People talked about him. But I don't think I ever said more than hello to him, and he ignored me. He didn't really have time for cultivators. But, you know, people can be like that. Some value our work, others think they're superior somehow.
Надо пройти вот эту часть, потому что скоро вторая выйдет. Или уже вышла, не знаю.
Do you know where they found Ascor's body?
I'm guessing somewhere in the forest, or why ask me, right?
Did you hear anything else about Ascor?
Well, I'm wondering why you're not asking me about the seedling that disappeared the same night Ascor was murdered. No one seems to be asking about it. And from what I heard, it wasn't just a seedling, it was one close to maturity. I heard it was being sent to a cultivator in the hope it could go on to Tavar or somewhere as a new world heart. But it never arrived.
Do you carry a sword?
Of course. It's dangerous out here.
You work here on your own?
Most of the time. That's part of the punishment. It didn't used to be as lonely. They'd send patrols out to check on us. But since the Albs started attacking, we've been left on our own out here. Yeah, I guess we're not a
Ого.
priority.
Не спойлеры, надо посмотреть, кто выиграл там.
Of course I did.
You really don't think you have a motive?
You mean the seedling he had? I'm a cultivator.
Я, видишь, у меня не получается смотреть, я на работе в это время.
What happened to the seedling he had? Why aren't you investigating where it went?
You're out here with a sword and no witnesses.
If I tried to attack a warrior with a sword, chances are you'd be planting me in the ground.
How safe is the world's heart here?
Надо запись посмотреть. У тебя есть запись на Ютубе есть, да?
They don't seem to register it. The world heart mustn't be their mission, or they don't know about it. They'd kill me fast enough, though. That
Какой?
is, if the animals didn't get me first, or
Там, где я сейчас работаю, я работаю полгода.
wrong thing and get poisoned. Still, all in a day's work.
Anything you want me to report to Ragnar?
Yeah. Can you tell him about the world heart? That it's okay? He should know we're still working, even though the patrol...
Из них 3 или 4 месяца на удаленке. Вот только в офис вышел. Уж дома надоело сидеть.
Can you get them to send someone with my food supplies?
Да елки-палки.
What do you mean the Albs don't register the world heart?
Я и сейчас менеджер.
They
В едином кассовом центре работаю 6 или 7 месяцев.
Maybe they don't like the mana. The mutants here love it, but when they eat it, it makes them sick. Maybe the Albs can sense that and they want to stay healthy.
I will ask about your food supplies.
Thank you. Cinda is probably the best person to ask. She's fierce. I mean, ball-shriveling fierce. But gets things done.
А чё?
I'm not asking for anything special. Just the usual supply run. Or just, well, anything, to be honest. We're hungry out here.
Won't they send you supplies?
At some point.
Тебе работать нужно, что ли?
Trust me, you going and asking will be faster than us waiting for them to remember. Our stomachs have better memories than they have. Listen, Goliath aside, there's a plant, the Cultivator's loaf. If we could collect some of that, it would help us. It grows everywhere, but we've just not had time to collect them. 4 dozen should be enough.
4 dozen?
Yes, hopefully that would last us until we get another supply run.
Работа нормальная, не пыльная. Начальство, руководство вообще четкое. Блин, вот так с каждым разговаривать, это я игру буду проходить год.
Why plant the world's heart out here where it's in danger?
У тебя-то в месяц нормально выходит вообще с этими стримами?
So tell me.
We're changing the world with them. Wherever you plant a world heart, it extracts the elix from the ground, pulls the poison out of the soil. It makes the soil come back to life. Lets Magellan's nature return to it. So whenever we plant a world heart, life follows. The more we plant,
Это мало.
Magellan is restored. We have to plant them in places like this because it's where they make a difference. This, all this around us, is because of the world heart.
Не, ну это реально
So
мало.
where do the world hearts come from?
I don't know. They found the first ones. The
В смысле
first
все
berserkers.
свое?
They realized what it could do, that it fed on elix rather than dying from it, so they started cultivating them.
Where do you get your supplies from?
Что именно ты имеешь в виду?
Normally. Sometimes we'll get something from
Да
peasant
это
hunters.
понятно, но тут 30-ка, я не знаю, как на нее жить.
Why have the deliveries come to a halt?
The Alb attacks. The warlords have put all the warriors on defense and cut down on the supply runs. We're supposed
Не,
to
ну
be
главное, что их
self-sufficient,
хватает, это хорошо.
but with more Alb
Опять же,
attacks,
зависит от
more
потребности.
creatures, we don't have time to grow, forage, or hunt anymore.
Yeah, you just can't find those these days.
Well, if you're sure about that,
Мне
then okay.
80 в месяц не
You
хватает.
don't have to agree with everything.
Черная птица. Так, ладно, какое-то задание мы сделали.
Why do you always say that?
How many are dead now?
Ну блин, еда это еда. Помимо еды, потребности разные.
If you haven't got the proper equipment, you're going to die, and that's it.
Well, if you're sure about that, then okay.
Хочется одно, второе, третье, пятое, десятое.
Yeah, you just can't find those these
Блин.
days.
How many are dead now?
Ломать земледельца. Вот этот полтинник собирать буду.
Ask around and see who needs help.
Нет, в далекие края нам не надо. Это что?
Gossip is just gossip. You shouldn't listen to it.
Давай
Some guys
посмотрим,
just
где.
open their mouths too much.
Ой, я вот что чего-чего в кино я вообще не ходок. Сейчас такое говно снимать стали. Что-то мне прям... Так. Мне стол нужно тоже. Я что-то все руки до него не дойдут. Сейчас не знаю. Зарплата придет, посмотрю сколько. И Может, закажу. Я причем лоханулся. Надо было до Нового года заказывать. А сейчас я не знаю, что... Но я думаю, что подорожало все. Причем я под заказ клевый стол нашел. В ноябре, что ли, месяца. И по деньгам он там не особо дорогой. Ну а сейчас что, монитор тебе подарили. Кресло ты купил. Ну, дальше что? Что ты еще просто... Не, я просто интересуюсь, что ты еще поставил, я же не знаю. А, то в этом смысле. Ну да.
Any forbidden technology that comes into Goliath, this is where it's kept. Move along there, move along. What are you doing with that technology?
Как мне сюда попасть? Это понятно. Ну тогда и я, получается, то же самое. Всегда что-то докупаешь. Так, а что, получается, я больше не так туда не попаду? Не, чего-чего, стримить это, ну нафиг это все. Я уже давно понял, что нужно просто, если ты хочешь зарабатывать дома, связанное вот с играми, это надо работать на организацию. Я в том году столько нащелкал с турниров. Не, ну валить мне его нельзя, по сути, да? Тогда как мне туда попасть? Потому что работаешь на организацию, ты знаешь то, что какая у тебя ставка, то, что тебе надо сделать и сколько ты за это получишь. Чем больше тебя приглашают, ты работаешь, тем у тебя денег больше. В том году я нормально, считаю это как подработка, но у меня нормально выходило в месяц.
From the tavern. Beer, water, hops, barley. That touch of genius, nectar of the gods. Ah, now I really need a drink.
Ведь, ну это Warcraft 3. Ты не насобираешь, большой нормальной аудитории. Вот оно так и будет, сотка там будет висеть на стриме. Ну, образно говоря. Ну, какой-то определенный предел, и все. Стоит тебе запустить там самому поиграть или там какую-то игру попроходить онлайн, там еще меньше. А, это я вообще... А, понял, куда я... Варик, он уже все, ну... Сейчас уйдут вот эти игроки, и Варик вообще сдохнет. Он уже, в принципе, сдох. Поэтому такое себе. Ну, это хорошо, но я говорю, что такое себе.
What are you talking about?
There on your arm. What is that?
Have you got a problem with me?
I'm trying to help you avoid a problem. It's Elix technology, and that sort of device is forbidden to berserkers here in Goliath. Carrying a piece like that openly on your arm could get you into trouble.
I'm not carrying it. It's an implant.
An implant? Well, that gives you a reason for not removing it. Well, you don't look like an owl. Too much color in your cheeks, too much shine in your eyes. That and you've not tried to kill me. Still, best you know that should you find any other Elix technology on your travels, you should take it to the pit for disposal.
Видите, это дело твое. Хватает и хватает. Но просто ты женишься, будут дети. И что делать дальше? Вот что. На 30 тысяч жить? Ну, это такое себе.
How do you get anything done without technology?
We haven't rejected technology completely. We have rejected Elix technology. And as you can see around you, we have done fine without.
Я, например, хочу стать партнером риутов, попасть на VCT, с ними контракт заключить. Там уже зарплата ежемесячная, нормальная. И плюс основная работа, вот этот доход вообще четкий будет. Ну, в месяц. При этом не надо сидеть там, блин, не знаю, что-то стримить, во что-то играть. Пришел работу, сделал, все, четко.
So you extract Elix just like the Alps?
You're comparing us to those inhuman creatures? Those monsters throw people into their converters.
VCT — это самый топовый турнир по Валоранту, и там работают, ну, кастерский состав. С половиной из них, ну, я тоже работаю, только на других турнирах.
Why not do this and use technology?
You sound like one of those technophiles, looking forward and not knowing their history. Listen, there are books from the Great Fall that say there were other ways to power machines, but that most of them poisoned the air and the soil. And so, Amric and the forefathers decreed that all technology that poisoned our world should be forbidden. And right at the time machines were forsworn, and we started to make Magalan pure again, mana was given to us. Magic is nature's reward for our rejection of technology. And if you have magic,
просто тебе надо разбавлять Warcraft еще чем-то. Потому что если у тебя в основном аудитория Warcraft, рухнет Warcraft, рухнет аудитория. Ну, большая часть. Вот в чем дело. Поэтому тебе нужно что-то еще добавлять. Так делают остальные варкрафтеры, стримеры. Ну, не считая там хэппи, вот этих топ киберкотлета не беру.
How can they ever be victorious if they let themselves become machines? They have a love of Elix, a need for it, but as to why, if we knew that, perhaps we could talk with them. But they have retreated into Zakor, only to be seen when they come to kill. And they're changing, becoming less human. While our mana helps us cast magic, it's toxic to the Alps.
But Alps can cast magic.
Yes, yes. Now there is something I don't understand.
So if you need Elix, why do you want to get rid of it?
Ah, Amrek's paradox. We are told Elix is the center of all ills in the world, and yet it is also the cure. So we collect it, transmute it, and hope we can win the race against those who would use it for destruction. You could help us with that.
You want me to collect Elix?
You must have seen that monster made of metal that sits on the horizon? That Alb converter?
What about it?
The Albs built it to refine Elix here in Edan, but our warriors forced them to abandon it. That machine is a thing abhorrent to nature. But we can make use of it. Well, of the Elix in it. Amrek's paradox. Let's take that horror and make it magic. It won't be an easy task, but I need to get some parts from the converter that have a high elix concentration in them. Can you do that?
Why not use Alp technology to get the elix you need?
And where do we stop on that road? When we are feeding people into that machine like they do? Amrek and the Pilgrim agree. Magic is nature's cure. Technology, its curse. The world hearts will purify Magalan without the need for machines. It's up to us to tidy up the mess that those machines have already made.
If elix is so bad, why do you trade using Elexit?
You mean, why not turn it into mana?
It's elix, isn't it?
Yes, but the concentration in it is just too low to produce mana. Maybe one day we'll manage it, but until then, it's useful. Everyone spends it, so we do too. I'm glad it's the Pilgrim and the Warlord who have to decide all these things. It makes my head hurt.
So, you won't be confiscating my Elexit?
Oh, we need as much of it as possible to buy the things we need. So please, trade while you're here.
I will get you the converter parts you want.
Good. Great. Thank you. Be careful, though. Last guy we sent disappeared. He promised he'd be back quickly. Never seen again. That tech's gonna get you in trouble. Put it away or dispose of it.
Что брать нельзя? И где мне его искать? Вопрос теперь. Собирать хлам. Все нормально. Так, сейчас я покурю. Подожди.
trying to teach you a lesson. I'll get that one. Come here, you! You're in trouble now.
Ну, туда мы точно не пойдем. Вот я. Без разницы.
Put that technology away.
Есть.
Wisdom guide you.
Really? Now?
Oh, you must be joking. What have we here? Welcome to the Berserkers. You want to make it all the way to the top? You must observe our sacred traditions. Most sacred of all, never have an empty glass. Tell me, what brings you here?
Is this your tavern?
It is indeed. Tavern, home from home, resting place for the hard-working man. We offer shelter to all loyal berserkers. You want something to drink?
Tell me. Have you heard anything about the Alps recently?
Well, it's said that they were very active a few days ago. One of them Albs, Calyx, they say, seemed to be very interested in the old observatory in the mountains up there to the west.
Calyx. Do you know where he is now?
He and his troops went north. Pity. He made it out just before the force sent after him got there. Must have had a fright. There've been no more Albs seen since then.
Do you know where in the north he is gone?
I don't really get any news from past the first border region up there in the highlands of Abessa. There's not many berserkers prepared to venture far into the Icelands. Hardly anyone who's seen the Ice Palace.
Так, ладно, сейчас надо пообедать пойти. Потом продолжим.
Do you know anyone who made it all the way down to the Ice Palace?
Not that is still alive. There were a few warriors, but we lost them in the last attack.
Are you completely sure? I mean, yeah. What the fuck?